Hey there, it's been a while. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be grateful to you.
The question of Luna's paternity drives Finn crazy, while Jack searches for answers. Finn finds himself reflecting on Lee's remarks as he asks Poppy, Taylor, Ridge, and Steffy more questions about Jack and Lee on today's Bold and the Beautiful. While Lee is at work, Finn consoles his mom. Lee wonders about the unsolved mystery. I don't know who Luna's dad is. It's likely that her son views her in a negative light because she believes his aunt treated her badly. Jack tells Poppy about Lee's charges against her at Il Giardino. I know you, Poppy. Lee will do a total about-face now that he says you betrayed her because she has done nothing to explain how she treated her. Poppy says nothing. At Bill's apartment, Luna stares in the mirror and tells herself there's no way Tom Starr was her father. At the Forrester mansion, Steffy gushes over her parents being back together as they canoodle. She can't help but think about Jack and Lee. Taylor and Ridge are proof people can find their way back to each other. She hopes Finn will be as overjoyed as she is about her parents reconciling. Taylor tells her daughter she's such a good wife, thinking about her husband and how he's hurting. She thinks she may actualize Jack and Lee getting back together. Steffy chuckles but isn't sure she could work that miracle. Taylor feels they may have been through too much, but anyway, things may work out best for everyone. Steffy hopes things get better for Finn and his family. Talk goes to Lee being nasty toward Poppy. Taylor believes they must have been friendly back when Lee let Poppy live with them back while Finn was at college. Steffy feels that was when something happened. Taylor shrugs that they may never know. At Il Giardino, Jack observes Poppy is silent. He thinks she's uncomfortable with anything he's saying since she's already been so modest. Jack thinks she should take credit for being such a tremendous assistance to them back in the day. He and Lee were working so much. You were always so available for Finn. Poppy adds Finn was self-sufficient and was in college. Jack knows, yet she was there for him. Completely. In Lee's office, Finn has a faraway look on his face. Lee tells him that maybe he's right. Maybe she should have talked to him about this previously. He and Poppy were close. Finn believes he could have surely ensured her she wasn't playing around with his dad. Lee laments keeping him from having a real relationship with Poppy or Luna. She understands the friendship he established with her sister was exceptional and ran deep. She really opened up and let you in. Something I took away from you. I can only image how you feel finding out why. All these years she thought her sister betrayed her in the worst way possible, with a man she loved in her own home. At the Forrester mansion, Steffy tells Taylor and Ridge she should probably give up on her hopes to see Finn's parents reconciled, but no one deserves happiness more than him. Taylor thinks his ultimate happiness resides with her, Kelly and Hayes. His wife and his wonderful children. Ridge agrees with Taylor. At Il Giardino, Jack tells Poppy he owes her an apology. He was so busy he never made time to come to her defense. Lee had no right abusing her like that. Poppy doesn't think she given her a cause to be understanding. She wasn't wrong about her drug use or predilection for guys. Jack doesn't mean to pry, but now that it's established Tom is not Luna's father, he has to ask, do you know who is? Jack chuckles as he says, there can't be that many candidates, can there? He urges her to tell him who Luna's father is, but then notices she's uncomfortable, so backs off. He assures her he's a somebody she can trust if she ever wants to open up about it. At Bill's apartment, Luna flashes to complaining to her mother over not telling her who her father is. She recalls Poppy telling her she was always safe, secure, and cherished. When she was pregnant with her, she adored her with all of her being. Luna flashes to Poppy pleading with her not to pursue attempting to find out who her father is, and crying. Luna remembers wondering, is it a deep, dark family secret or something? In the present she wonders, who is my dad? In Lee's office, she's sorry for putting all of this on Finn, she just has so many remorse about how she's treated his father and Penelope. She didn't really appreciate her sister, who stepped in when she couldn't. She's just now finally recognizing how she should be forever thankful to her for looking out for her son so diligently. Lee flashes to jabbing Jack with the needle and forcing him to submit to a paternity test. She remembers his and Poppy's protestations, and the presentation of the negative result. She tells Finn she's not proud of what she did. With Bill and Tom not being Luna's father, she was so convinced it was Jack. Now, she doesn't know who it is. Maybe they'll never know. Finn proposes she do the test on Tom's liver again. Lee says it was conclusive. There's a man out there who fathered Luna. Just then, Lee is called away to treat a patient. She hugs Finn and exits. Once alone, Finn replays his mother's remarks in his thoughts. Who is Luna's father? Who is Luna's father? Next on The Bold and the Beautiful, Finn's past is exposed, and Luna and Bill become honest about paternity and family. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Unstable hope runs back to Liam. You'd think that by now she would have learned her lesson, but that doesn't seem to be the case at all. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Unstable hope runs back to Liam. Of course, we are talking about The Bold and the Beautiful's Hope Logan, as it looks like she's going to once again run into the arms of Liam Spencer after getting her heart shattered by Carter. According to the latest B&B spoilers, if all goes according to Steffy's plan, then Daphne will assist break Carter free from Hope. Steffy is willing to do anything to split these two up. But then again, if there's anything that we've learned about Hope Logan over the years, it's that she can't be without a man. Just like her mother Brooke Logan, she'll end up going back to the arms of one of her exes. This time around it will be Liam. Some B&B fans are arguing that this is highly unstable behavior, while others argue that this is Hope Logan simply being Hope Logan. Either way, it will surely be interesting to watch how Liam is going to respond to all of this.
Some reactions on social media have stated, "Here we go. Harder and Shin breakups. Please not the merry-go-round again. I want Liam would go back with Ivy." The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. What's next for Hope Logan? Another critic said, "I don't know anymore. I think that ship has sailed." When Hope kissed Thomas, and they allowed Liam not to forgive Hope, I feel it ruined them. And then there was this comment as well, "I think Liam has finally moved on from Hope." I predict Steffy's relationship with Finn is set to explode up, and once that happens Liam will be running to Steffy, helping her pick up the pieces. Romance ruined? Will Steffy stay if Finn is Luna's daddy on Bold and the Beautiful? Will Steffy stand by her man? The drama on The Bold and the Beautiful is heating up, and viewers are holding their breath as Lee's DNA tests inch closer to a stunning reveal. With Bill, Tom Star, and Jack ruled out as Luna's father, speculations are rising that Finn might be the unexpected parent. If accurate, this may send shockwaves through his marriage to Steffy. Here's what could be next for the fan-favorite duo. The final straw. Finn's probable link to Luna comes from a supposed affair with Poppy, a romance that very plainly precedes his relationship with Steffy. While it may not be fresh betrayal stuff, it's certainly a secret that might upset Steffy's world. After all, Steffy has undergone enough emotional instability in her love life to fill a dozen soap opera seasons. If Finn genuinely is Luna's father, will Steffy perceive this as a whole lot of secrets and falsehoods he forgot to disclose? Or will she comprehend that this happened long before they were a couple and find a way to go forward? Considering Steffy's fiery temper and fierce attachment to her family, the ramifications may go either way. She might decide this revelation is a deal breaker, especially if she feels blindsided by Finn withholding information. Cue dramatic suitcase packing montage. The she-devil seizes the opportunity if Steffy does leave Finn. His future could spiral in unanticipated ways. Enter Sheila Carter, who would love nothing more than to exploit her son's vulnerabilities. Sheila thrives on upheaval and could use this as a chance to reinsert herself into Finn's life. Could we see Finn sink back into Sheila's web? Or will he hold steady despite the upheaval? And what about Luna? If Finn is her father, this offers a new family dynamic that Steffy might not be ready to embrace. Blended families are run for the course in soap operas, but this might be a challenge even for Steffy and Finn's seemingly stable foundation. The birth of Luna as Finn's daughter could lead to unexpected friendships, rivalries, and grief. Can Steffy trust Daphne on the bold and the beautiful? Steffy may have brought Daphne Rose to Los Angeles as part of her plan to regain control of the family business on the bold and the beautiful, but she may have introduced a weapon to this fight she isn't able to control. Carter and Hope were happy that the famed perfume designer wanted to work for Forrester. But they didn't realize Daphne was sent there especially by Steffy to attempt and lure Carter away from Hope, unsettling the marriage and creating an opening for the Forresters to regain control. However, Daphne should not be overlooked. You should never be completely sure of what she is thinking. Muriel Hilaire told TV Line of her role. She doesn't want to be obvious. It's evident already that she's eager to use her charms to obtain what she wants, though that may not coincide with what Steffy wants. Daphne really cares for Steffy, the actress revealed, but I don't think she'd travel all the way from Paris to LA just to help a friend. She's thinking on her own career and how she can keep extending her brand worldwide. Daphne is convinced that she will be able to seduce Carter as Steffy has directed. But there are also some other attractive men in town that could capture the beauty's eye. Specifically, Steffy's father, Ridge, with whom she has already fired off a few sparks. There was definitely some chemistry there, Hilaire remarked. Bold and the beautiful must-watch moments January 29th. Finn's revealing backstory dilemma. Finn is thinking a lot. The bold and the beautiful must-watch moments for Wednesday, January 28th. See Finn uncovering revealing backstory in the issue between Lee and Poppy. Plus, Luna and Bill get honest about family. It will be a day filled with moments you certainly will not want to miss. Lee just knew that Jack and Poppy slept together, making him Luna's father. However, her forced paternity test on Jack confirmed that Jack was Luna's father, which caused Lee to apologize to Poppy. She reviewed the whole scenario with Finn and expressed that she was delighted to put the possibility that Jack was Luna's father to rest. There's just one snag, though. Lee doesn't know who fathered the young woman. Meanwhile, Bill opened his home to Luna. Of course, he's kept that knowledge concealed from everyone else. When nobody is present to annoy them, Bill and Luna have had some chats, and she acknowledged that she doesn't know who she sees when she looks in the mirror. And Bill has also opened up about some of his parental difficulties. These two had connected throughout Luna's time on house arrest at Bill's residence. Next on B&B Wednesday, January 29th, episode 9452, Finn receives a surprising backstory. While grappling with the conflict between Poppy and Luna, and Bill get honest about paternity and family. The bold and the beautiful. Did Poppy use drugs? The bold and the beautiful spoilers imply things are likely to get much ugly before they get better. Of course, we are talking about Luna's year-long paternity tale, as there is strong conjecture claiming that Finn might possibly be her biological father. The bold and the beautiful. Did Poppy use drugs? However, it sounds that Poppy might have taken some extreme tactics to get him to where he was that night that they purportedly hooked up. Because it seems like Finn doesn't recall anything, nor does he have any memories of ever becoming intimate with Poppy. This, of course, is a significant problem as there's now substantial conjecture that Poppy might have drugged up Finn the night that they were together. This wouldn't surprise anyone, knowing how Poppy has had a drug issue for quite some time now thanks to her special mints. Seeing how Luna unintentionally took one of her mother's mints the night that she wound up in bed with Zend, there's a significant potential that Finn might have done the same error. Either way, it's going to be hard to show Poppy's innocence in all of this considering how it happened so many years ago. But it's still not a good look, as this is a secret that she might have hidden on her end knowing all too well that the truth might wind up damaging her life. But now that Luna is close to learning out what truly transpired between her parents, she might end up equally as appalled. And she might never talk to her mother again. That's because there's just no forgiving someone who makes the same mistake twice, right? The bold and the beautiful. The truth is going to come out soon. It goes without saying that B&B fans will just have to tune in each and every day to find out what will happen next. B&B spoilers. Luna's unexpected move threatens Elektra and Will's passion. The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates show Bill Spencer's hidden reality might be disclosed in an entirely unexpected manner. As Luna Nozawa grows increasingly obsessed with Will Spencer, their paths are sure to collide before long. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Will walked into an embarrassing situation when Crew Morrow stepped into his role as Will for the first time on B&B. He walked in on Bill Spencer and Poppy Nozawa tangled up in bed. The event was nothing short of mortifying for everyone involved. Imagine if the show is planning a sequence where Will finds himself in a similarly embarrassing predicament. Picture this. Luna bursts in on Will and Elektra Forrester just as they're ready to take their romance to the next level. Meanwhile, Bill, who has been primarily working from home, might suddenly have to deal with a pressing business situation that draws him away for a moment. Might Will and Elektra be the ones walked in on while in bed this time around? B&B spoilers. They thought they were alone. Will might think he has the mansion all to himself for a romantic evening with Elektra, anticipating a night filled with elegance and tenderness. However, Luna could be waiting in the shadows, unable to resist the temptation to ruin their developing passion. With her own affections for Will seething beneath the surface, she might divulge her house arrest position in a desperate attempt to sabotage his bond with Elektra, while Luna may later feign innocence, claiming it was all a misunderstanding. Her actions would have a dual purpose. Not only would she strive to put a halt to Will and Elektra's relationship, but she would also seek to redirect Will's feelings toward herself. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Luna Nozawa wants Will for herself, tries to blow up the romance. Luna's hopes of being with Will hang by a thread if he believes she remains imprisoned by her past, even if her early acts provoke his ire. Luna is convinced that she can eventually bridge their split as part of her meticulously constructed long-term plan. Meanwhile, Will might decide to take a daring step with Elektra at the sumptuous Spencer home, seeking a private escape in a lavish location. This might create a veil of confusion for Bill, keeping him unaware to the unfolding drama, which might just allow Luna the perfect moment to disclose their hidden affair. Our findings imply that Bill's current predicament is likely to stir up some big turbulence soon, so keep a lookout for the impending impact. Finn is plagued by his history. At Bill's, Luna was tormenting herself, thinking about Tom and saying that she couldn't believe he was her father. She recalled questioning Poppy about who her father was, but she wouldn't tell her. Instead, Poppy would tell Luna that she was her mother. She was safe and protected, and loved beyond comprehension, and that Luna was the cause for every decision Poppy had ever made since the day she found out she was pregnant. Luna remembered telling Poppy that she couldn't have asked for a nicer childhood, but she had questions about her paternity. She had told her mom she could obtain answers on her own, but her mom cried and begged her not to have a test. "Mom, what are you hiding from me?" Luna had asked her. Poppy told Luna out of respect for her mother to please not go there. She had worried if it was a deep, dark family secret. Who really is my dad? Luna wondered. Steffy watched in astonishment at the Forrester estate as her parents hugged and told them how magnificent their romance was. She assured them they were living proof anyone could work things out and reunite. Steffy wanted Finn to feel the same delight of his own parents getting back together. Steffy claimed Finn was perplexed about what the issues were between his parents and didn't understand why his mom was so angry on his aunt. Steffy felt it was something from the past when Poppy stayed with the Finnegans. Taylor recommended that even if Finn wanted his parents together, his true happiness was with Steffy and the kids. Ridge agreed that Finn's pleasure was defined by the world he constructed at home. And that includes you, sweetheart, Taylor continued to Steffy. Taylor told Steffy what a terrific wife she was, and how she was more concerned about Finn's feelings than her own. Her folks teased her that she had matchmaking abilities and should put them to use as an anniversary gift to Finn. Steffy didn't think she had that type of power, but they all hoped Lee and Jack could figure it out. At Il Giardino, Jack said Poppy he understood why Lee questioned him, as he was a touch loose on the wedding vows. But with her sister, he mused. He informed Poppy that he knew her well, and that she would never have betrayed Lee. He added that Poppy becoming pregnant in Lee's home was a crazy notion. He told Poppy that she had done nothing to warrant Lee's treatment of her sister. Jack noted that Poppy was uncomfortable with what he was saying, but felt it was because she was so modest. Jack realized that Poppy had been so helpful when she stayed with them. He added that he was working long hours at the law company, and Lee would spend days on end at the hospital. You were always so available for Finn, Jack noticed. Poppy told Jack that Finn would have been great as he was entirely self-sufficient and had begun college. I know he wasn't a boy anymore, but you were there for him. Completely, Jack told her. Jack apologized for never coming to Poppy's defense. He recalled how Lee was so judgmental and called Poppy names. She wasn't wrong about my drug use or my penchant for men, Poppy pointed out. Jack didn't want to pry, but wondered who Luna's father actually was. Jack stated he wasn't attempting to interrogate. He was just inquisitive. He could see by the look on Poppy's face that she was distressed. Jack backed off but promised her that he would be there for her if she ever wanted to open up about it. Finn soothed Lee as he rambled about how she'd erroneously suspected Poppy and Jack of having an affair. She observed they still didn't know who Layuna's father was, but wondered whether Finn was disappointed by how disparagingly she'd talked about his aunt. Finn told Lee that Poppy was absolutely not playing around with Jack back then. Lee highlighted that Finn was never treated lesser than because he was adopted and was embraced and cared about by everyone. However, she noticed that his relationship with Poppy was special and that they had a profound affinity. She really opened up and let you in, Lee said of her sister. Lee regretted thinking that Poppy was sleeping with the man Lee loved in her own home. Finn acknowledged that Lee was legitimate in being unhappy with Jack, but she just had it wrong who he was cheating with. Still, Lee lamented about how she treated her sister. Lee recalled how she'd stabbed Jack to steal his blood for a DNA test. Lee wasn't proud of how she'd handled things, but she had felt confident that Jack was Luna's father. Finn suggested she conduct the test on Tom's liver again, but Lee was convinced it was definitive. There's a man out there that fathered Luna, Lee told him. They were stopped by a nurse calling Lee to visit a patient. Once alone, Finn pondered about everything Lee said about not knowing who Luna's father was, and her words tormented him.
Thank you for your time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.